Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam,
Sir.
In the most holy name of Allah, who came to us, the black man and the black woman here in the hills of North America, in the divine person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, and the one God to whom all holy praise is due forever, the Lord of all the worlds. We forever thank him for his coming and for his raising up in our midst a divine leader, a divine teacher, and a divine guide in the personage of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the last and the greatest messenger of Allah. So it is in their two great names that I would like to greet you. Once again, my beloved black brothers and sisters, in the nation of Islam's greeting words of peace, in the Arabic language, which is indeed the original language of the original black man. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam,
Sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. For those of you, and there should always be at least a few who are unfamiliar with the greeting words Assalamu alaikum, they simply mean when they are, what's today's subject?
Translate.
When they are translated from black to white. What you mean when they're translated from black to white?
Early.
When those words, Assalamu alaikum, are translated from the black man's language of Arabic to the white man's language of English. Hell, that sounds like a lecture title.
Say that again.
From the black man's language of Arabic to the
Yes.
white man's language of English.
Yeah.
They simply mean what they say. Anybody following me?
Yes,
Well,
Not on Facebook. It may be 1.7 of you following me on YouTube,
Come on.
but they simply mean when they are translated from the black man's language of Arabic into the white man's language of English, what they say. What do you mean what they say?
Come on.
Because the greeting words Assalamu alaikum say something in your Christian Bible. Assalamu alaikum is in your Christian Bible. It's my Muslim greeting, but it's in your Christian Bible. And you ought to be shocked. You ought to be surprised. And you ought to get the memo when it comes to Assalamu alaikum being in your Christian Bible. Where is Assalamu alaikum in my Christian Bible? It's in Genesis, the 43rd chapter and the 23rd verse. I don't believe you. That's that Muslim stuff. Let's read it.
come on.
Come on.
We're going to go to the Bible.
Go to that grave.
And we're not going to worry about you Muslims, because this teaching is not for you Muslims.
Take him to the graveyard.
This teaching is for the non-Muslims that you Muslims were supposed to either bring here,
Come on.
which you did not,
Come on.
or invite to watch, which you also did not. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And even if you had invited them to watch, they would not. We's a hell of a people. Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
Facebook is not all your fault. Facebook suppresses
Come on.
our content. I am not being delusional. I am not thinking I am something greater than what I am. Facebook told me.
Go ahead, brother minister.
So shut the hell up. Facebook told me
Come on.
that they suppress my content.
Yes, sir.
So you just hush. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Niggas don't believe a damn thing you say.
Come on. That's the fact right there.
I remember I learned something from a previous wife, or saying from the old folks. You don't believe fat meat greasy. Niggas don't believe fat meat is greasy.
Hey.
Come on.
All right, now we going to Genesis.
They eat all the time. I don't know.
Exactly. All the suffering they getting from me.
Oh,
Chapter 43,
come on.
and we're going to verse 23.
Come on.
At verse 15, this particular Bible sections it off,
Go ahead.
and it names the section Joseph entertains his brothers.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Come on,
Now, who
brother
is
minister.
Joseph?
Wake him up.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the prophet Joseph.
Teach.
Yes, sir.
Joseph, the son of the prophet Jacob.
Come on, brother minister.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So, Genesis 43 and 23 is part of a section
Come on.
that deals with Joseph being in Egypt
Come on.
and entertaining his brothers who have come to Egypt.
Go ahead.
All right?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
And he said,
Come on.
who is the he?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes, sir.
What did Joseph do? He said something.
Yes, sir.
Who did he say it to?
His brother.
His brothers.
Come on.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Why did he say what he said to his brothers? His brothers were fearful of something. You must read the entire chapter 43 to figure out why they were afraid.
Right, there's a story right there.
Because what Joseph said to them was to calm their
Go ahead.
fear.
Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
That's what
Now, why is that important? Because I say the same thing to you every Sunday that Joseph said to his brothers
Ooh.
in Egypt. And I say it to you for the same reason Joseph said it to them. To calm your fear.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
You may not consciously recognize that you have fear that needs to be calmed.
Mm.
You know you got something need to be calm. If you black and white America, you need
Go
to
ahead.
be calm. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what did Joseph say to his brothers to calm their fear? He said, peace be unto you.
Come on.
Now, I believe it was the second Sunday. It might have been the first Sunday. I think it was the first Sunday because I was going to put my FOI uniform on.
I had to work that day. It was the 7th.
I'm talking about 2014.
Ooh.
You didn't have to work that day. That was your only off day.
Go ahead.
The first Sunday in June 2014. That was when Philip came to the temple.
Okay.
Come on, brother minister.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, there had been some ugly words between us.
Go ahead.
And we talking about a big old gorilla nigga.
Yeah.
So when he knocked on the door, I said, okay, it's about to go down. So I stopped putting on my FOI uniform. I put on some fatigues, kept an undershirt on. I didn't have, hold on. I can't find the other one.
Oh, the fight gloves.
See, I didn't have any of these. Yeah, I keep these under the podium in case I have to punch you in your goddamn head. Not the believers, but somebody come here acting the fool.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Gonna get dealt with.
Yes, sir.
I always like to wrap my hands, cover my hands, or whatever when I'm about to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have any of these in the temple. They were in my vehicle.
Yes, sir.
So I did the next best thing. I had some garden gloves
Okay.
that I use whenever I'm cleaning something I don't want to touch with my bare hands.
Right.
So I put those on. So I got my boots on, I got my fatigues on, I got my t-shirt on, and I got my gloves on so that, all right, it's going down, let's do this. I don't want to do it, but I feel like I got to.
Yes, sir.
So I go to the door, I open the door, walk out of the door, turn around with my back to him, lock myself out the temple, turn around and say, what's up? Not salam alaikum, because I ain't trying to calm his fear,
Okay.
because I don't think he got no fear that needs to be calm.
Okay.
I'm thinking he coming to get me.
Okay.
And I had a good reason to think he came to get me. So I ain't coming out with no assalamu alaikum. Damn that. What's up?
Come on.
Now the video is on the internet. Prove me a liar. I come out the temple. What's up? So he went Joseph on me. Because he could see that he needed to calm me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So when I came out, he said, peace. He didn't put his hand up. He said, peace, my brother. You know what that did? It calmed me.
Go ahead.
Because if you telling me right now, we ain't getting ready to fight.
Yes, sir.
I got a meeting that I have to put on in another hour and a half.
Yes, sir.
Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I have to mix it up with you, especially a big old gorilla nigga like you, I don't know how that's going to end. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
But I know how it's going to begin. I just don't know how it's going to end. So there is a level of fear. What's going to happen where the meeting is concerned today? Am I going to be injured? Am I going to be arrested?
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's about to go down.
Yes, sir.
All right. But the point that I'm sure niggas are not even getting, because every time I say something, simply because I'm Eric Muhammad, it always gets taken the wrong way, always gets twisted up to be something I didn't mean it to be. I'm making a point here. Joseph is in Egypt. His brothers put him in the bottom of a pit and left him because he saw a vision of 12 stars.
Teach, man.
And he saw 11 stars bowing to one star.
Come on. Make it make sense, brother, man.
Told his father about the vision he had.
Right.
So his father, understanding that the vision meant Joseph was going to be exalted
Teach.
over his 11 brothers
Go ahead.
in the sight of God.
Come on.
And knowing envy and jealousy was going to set in, the father told Joseph, don't tell your brothers about this.
Go ahead.
Joseph messes around, tells them anyway. If he didn't mess around and tell them anyway, they were envious and jealous anyway because they felt that their father Jacob favored him over them.
That's right. Come on, brother. Man. See,
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
My father's name is Joe. My stepfather's name is Joe. Y'all all right?
Yes,
sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So being envious and jealous of Joseph, they sought to stop the blessing that they believed Joseph had or would receive over them. They tried to stop Joseph from being exalted above them. So they lied to their father to get their father to let them take Joseph with them. Take him where? Who gives a damn? Just get the point I'm trying to make. So they take Joseph with them.
Yes, sir.
Throw Joseph in the bottom of a pit. Come back to their father and say, hey, we don't know what happened. The wolf got in, this happened, but hey, they're trying to act like Joseph had some unfortunate accident.
Right.
And there was nothing they could do about it.
Man, that's wicked.
So as Allah would have it, because Allah is the best knower.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
See, they planned, the brothers of Joseph, and Allah also planned, the God of Joseph. And Allah is the best of planners.
Okay.
So Allah caused an Egyptian to come by, see Joseph in the pit, take him up out of the pit, take him to Egypt.
Right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Where he comes up and ends up because you can't stop what God has in mind.
Come on with it, brother. Come on. What?
So Joseph being built like he is,
Yes, sir.
it manifested itself causing the Egyptians to raise Joseph up high in Egypt. Are you with me?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
That's a, hey, that's.
Joseph was fruit, so they saw he was the best. Joseph was constantly training and conditioning himself to meet and overcome all obstacles in his path.
That's right.
Talk black to me. I know.
Stop that.
I know. So they raised Joseph on high.
Come on.
So when his brothers came to do business with the Egyptians,
Jeez, man, that's a good spot right there, too. I'm telling you. Come on.
Joseph wanted to teach them a lesson.
Teach.
It had been years.
Right.
Come
Joseph
on.
wanted to teach them a lesson.
Go ahead.
So Joseph arranged, I don't know if it says the same thing in the Bible that it is in the Quran, but Joseph arranged for the brothers to be jammed up.
It's in there.
He made sure they caught a case.
It's in there.
They caught a case.
Yeah, it go over that.
So he let them be afraid
Teach.
of the case they caught.
Come on, brother.
He let them stew in it for a while. Then, look now,
Teach.
then, after he let them stew in it for a while, he revealed himself to his brothers.
Go
Let
ahead.
them know, yo, this me, this Joseph.
Come on.
So, of course, they hot started pumping Kool-Aid.
Go ahead.
Right.
So, in order to get the Kool-Aid out and the blood back in, Joseph was like, unto you.
Uh-oh.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
Come on, brother minister.
Come on.
Come on.
So it says here, verse 23 of Genesis 43, and he said, peace to you, fear not.
Go ahead.
Your God and the God of your father have given you treasure in your sacks.
Come on.
I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Now that's Genesis 43 and 23, and a couple of stories, one from the Bible, one from me. Peace be unto you.
Come on.
We as black people in the hills of North America fear and grieve all the time. So we have a prayer in the Nation of Islam.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh Allah,
Go ahead.
I seek thy refuge from anxiety
Yes, sir.
Man.
and grief.
Come on.
Anxiety, fear, grief. Talk black to me. We are constantly fearing, grieving, and are constantly anxious over our situation as a people in the hell of North America. The white man keeps us anxious.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
We're anxious over student loan debt.
Go ahead.
How much of it is going to be forgiven? Talk black to me.
Come on.
We're anxious over wages.
Go ahead.
We're anxious over inflation.
Come on.
We're anxious over college tuition. Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
If you just a regular hood nigga, you anxious over catching a case like Joseph's brothers.
Go ahead.
Cause you pushing dope.
That's right.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
Come on.
You anxious when you get in your vehicle because you know you got an open container. So you anxious. You know you've been smoking. You got a bag of weed in the car. You anxious. Talk black to me. The life we live in white America keeps us anxious over something at all times.
Yes, sir. That's right.
You know that sister that you saw 5 minutes ago got you anxious.
Go ahead.
Because you already got a main squeeze. And you done hollered at this one. Now you anxious. You anxious over whether she gonna find out about the main squeeze and over whether the main squeeze is gonna find out about her.
Wow.
You anxious. Talk black to me. And you grieving. Why are you grieving? You grieve over the things that you were once only anxious about. See, you were anxious about doing something, you dumb behind did it, now you're grieving over the consequences of having done it. Talk black to me. You done dug a hole for yourself, and now you're in it, and now you're grieving. You were only anxious about digging it. You were hoping you wouldn't fall in it. You were anxious, but then you fell in it. Now you're grieving.
Come on. Come on.
Because you're reaping the reward of the foolishness that you did.
Yes, sir.
Talk black to me. So we come before you on a Sunday afternoon in a mostly empty room. And we say to you, Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, sir.
We telling you, chill, relax. It's all right. Everything is good. It's all good. In the hood. For the hood. It's all good.
Man.
I don't give a damn what your problem is. See, when I say to you, Assalamu alaikum, you just think that's that Muslim stuff. You don't understand the significance of it.
Go ahead.
You think we just saying it because we belong to the bow tie and bead pie Assalamu alaikum club.
Right.
And this is why I go at you as disrespectfully as I do every damn Sunday, because I'm sick and goddamn tired of you. You need to pay attention, open your mind, open your heart, open your eyes. Let this message do for you what it is intended to. Talk black to me. Nobody telling you assalamu alaikum with no significance.
Right.
I'm saying to you that case you caught. You got a court date coming up in 6 weeks, 6 months. However, I'm saying to you, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, brother. It's going to be all right. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you.
Hey. Come on.
Some of you are on trial and we seeing you on television here in Atlanta.
Go ahead.
You done caught a case. And the media done got whiff of it. And so they showing your face on television. You in the AJC.
Right.
You on WSB.
Come on.
And I'm saying to you, assalamu alaikum. Peace
Yes, sir.
be unto you. You all right? You just don't know you all right.
Come on.
If you don't end up all right, it's because you ain't listening to me.
Go ahead.
And the only reason you ain't all right by not listening to me is because what I say does not come from me.
Go ahead.
See, you'll look at the video and see me.
Man, come on.
You won't see him.
Come on.
But I'm not here to tell you what I have to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm here to tell you what he has to say.
That's right.
Go ahead.
When I say to you, assalamu alaikum, I'm bringing you that greeting from him. He brings you that greeting from God.
Go ahead.
It's God saying to the black man in America, peace
Go ahead.
be with you. But he said it through Elijah. But he only appointed 40 years for Elijah to say it to you directly.
Go ahead.
After that 40 years, it comes on us.
Yes, sir.
It falls on us to take his words and say them to you.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
So we are saying to you what Allah God said to all of us through Elijah Muhammad for the 40 years he appointed Elijah Muhammad to say it to you. Now we're saying it to you. Peace be unto you.
Yes, sir.
For 400 plus years, you have not enjoyed peace. 400 plus years. You can't relate to that. Some of you can't relate to that. When we start talking about for 400 years, I can see peace, and for 400 years, the white man, and for 400 years, the white man, you just sit there like, yeah, that's that Muslim stuff. Yeah, okay, tell me something I don't know. I done heard y'all Muslims before. Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
This has been your experience for the past 400 years. For 400 years, you have not been under the government of that flag.
True. Sir.
You could never have been under the government of that flag 400 years ago because there was no that flag 400 years ago.
Go ahead.
You say, no, the flag of Islam, not that one.
Right.
Oh, man.
Right.
Every flag of Islam that you have ever seen had the moon on this side,
Right.
going this way.
Fourth quarter.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And you and the Muslims who had those flags did not know what it meant for the moon to be going this way.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
The only reason that for 400 years you could have experienced this is because in Islam, the flag was going this way. I wonder if anybody's paying attention.
Come on, brother. Oh,
Definitely not on Facebook.
NBA playoffs on, you can forget it.
Definitely not on Facebook.
Forget that.
Because Facebook told me straight up, we are going to cause your content to appear lower in news feeds.
Mary,
So we'll have 150 shares and only 140 reaches.
Made a lot, bro.
How can we share it 150 times,
Come on, brother.
but it only reached 140
That
people?
don't even, come on, man. Come on.
Suppression.
Suppression, algorithms. The Muslims taught these damn devils mathematics. Now they have algorithms where they can keep your content from being seen.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I was watching a video last night at work. I don't remember who the devil was, but whoever the devil was, he was explaining to the two hosts of the show. It's called the Electronic Intifada. Y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The Electronic Intifada. That's a YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
They also have a media website where they have a newspaper, like Al Salam newspaper.
Yes, sir.
They have a website
Gotcha.
where there are articles written by various people, and it's about the Palestine situation.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So he was explaining to them how Mark Zuckerberg
Zuckerberg.
is hooked up with the Jew, the so-called Jews in Israel, in such a way where the artificial intelligence, AI,
Yeah.
there's a software called Lavender that they're using to commit genocide against the Palestinians.
Dang.
Mark Zuckerberg is hooked up with that. I'm not giving you the details. He's hooked up with that. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he was explaining how he talked about highly placed people on the board in leadership positions of Meta, and how on platforms that Meta controls or owns, pro-Palestinian content is suppressed.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Are you listening to me?
Wow.
How can you possibly not consider the content of Muhammad's temple number 15 not to be pro-Palestinian?
Come on. Come on.
I'm on these Jews constantly.
I mean, like white on rice.
For years, having associated with Minister Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Israel has been the criminal settler colony of Israel.
Come on,
That's
man.
not pro-Palestinian?
Go ahead. Teach.
Years I've been teaching.
Right. Come on.
But recently it heated up, right?
Teach.
And recently you saw a precipitous drop in the Facebook viewership, right or wrong?
Right.
It started with the Rayshard Brooks situation.
Yes, sir.
That's when it
Yes,
started.
sir. Yes, sir.
I began to attack
I mean, you was going in.
the head of some legal entity. I forgot it. His name is Pete Scandalakis. I began to attack in my lectures Pete Scandalakis
Bald eagle.
for his handling of the Rayshard Brooks situation. I began to attack Fonnie Willis
Come on, brother, man.
for her handling of the Rayshard
Yes,
Brooks situation.
Teach.
I began to attack former Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Mhm.
Same reason.
Come on, brother, man.
Then the training center, the new training center popped up.
Yes, sir.
Issues surrounding that. And I began to go at Andre Dickens.
Yes, sir.
I began to go at Michael Thurman.
Come on.
I began to go at everybody associated
Come on,
with
man.
that. I'm talking big names,
Yes, sir.
powerful people
Teach.
in public places, public platforms.
Come on.
Come on.
Next thing you know, both of my YouTube channels snatched down. And Facebook came out and told me straight up, your stuff is going lower in news feeds.
Ain't no Kawinky name on there. No obsessed.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Come on, brother, man.
So we know you're not listening there. Because Mark made sure. What do you mean, Mark? I'm not talking about St. Mark in the Bible.
So,
Yeah,
Zuckerberg.
I'm talking about Suck Mark in the bird. He making sure you don't see this.
Come on, brother, man.
Somebody's starting to sleep on their job on YouTube
Teach, brother, man.
because the usual 500 to 600 jumped up to 1,000 and it fell down to only 900.
Come on, brother, man.
But that's still 300 above usual. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So they snatched down 2 YouTube channels, and then every 3 or 4 lectures, they started flagging it for
Come on, brother.
sexuality and nudity.
Like, really?
Like Minister Eric up here on
Right.
July Cruise.
Right. Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
They started putting restrictions on my videos based on sexuality and nudity.
Like,
Because that suppresses viewership.
right.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, okay.
oh, that is going up, bro.
They can lay down on the stage and rub kitties.
Come on, brother, man.
No sexuality,
Come on.
no nudity restriction.
Teach.
But Minister Eric can't preach
Come on, brother, man.
Islam as taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad because of sexuality and nudity. What the hell are we, gay?
As
You don't never see no sisters in here. Where's the sex?
As you were, sir.
We must be fags.
As you were.
We must be in here rubbing bow ties.
As you were, sir. As you
No.
were, sir.
Talk back to me.
No.
Sexuality and nudity.
Man, that's all lame.
I'm in a 3-piece suit. Nudity.
Come on, man.
The only thing nude is my head. Maybe they think it's sexy.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying. But the reason you have experienced this for the past 460 plus years is because in that flag, the moon has been going this way.
Come on, brother.
It means something when the moon is going that way. In this flag, it also means something that the moon is going the opposite way.
All
This is a new flag of Islam.
right. Come on.
Go ahead.
Y'all ain't listening.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's a lecture title too, the new flag of Islam. This is a new flag of Islam.
Yes, sir.
It ain't never been seen before.
Come on.
Because this is a new Islam that has never been taught before.
Go ahead.
All praise is due to Allah.
That's right. Come on, brother. Come on,
It's
brother.
never been taught before because it wasn't time to teach it before today.
Yes, sir. That's
What type
Talk
was
black
that?
to me.
You said new flag?
The new flag of Islam.
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. For 400 plus years, We have been here in America under the Christian devils of Europe. And this country, America, has this standard to represent their country. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
And when you are asked to pledge allegiance to this flag takes you to this religion. This religion takes you to this flag because you say, I pledge allegiance. Well, who you pledging? What do you mean you pledge? A pledge is something you make into God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, because that's what America is. It's not a democracy. It's a republic. And to the republic for which the flag stands, one nation under God. That takes you right to Christianity.
Come on.
One nation under God, indivisible, meaning united. One solid wall of unity, united, indivisible.
Here come the kicker though.
With
Here it comes.
liberty. Where is liberty in the white man's flag?
Everywhere.
It's in the red stripes. Huh? Yes, liberty is in the red stripes.
Come on. That's that freedom.
Because there really are no red stripes.
Come on, brother.
The stripes are the white ones. The red is the background that the white stripes are on.
See? Come on.
The red background is the sun.
All right.
And the sun is the symbol of two things:
Come on, brother.
truth and freedom.
All right.
Talk black to me.
Right.
It's the symbol of freedom. It's the symbol of truth. It's the symbol of truth in that the sun gives everything its true color.
Yes, sir.
You don't know what true color anything is without sunlight.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
All right. But it's also the symbol of freedom because the sun gives freely of its light to the just as well as the unjust. The sun does not discriminate.
Come on.
Sun don't give a damn who you are, what you are. It shines on you
Go ahead.
freely. You get the sunlight freely. It's a symbol of freedom. What's another word for freedom? Liberty.
All right.
So one nation, that's what the flag is a standard of, a symbol of the nation. One nation under God. Now we're dealing with Christianity. What God is this one nation under? It ain't under Allah. Talk black to me.
Come on.
Cracker, what God?
Go ahead.
God damn it, what God? You say America is one nation under
Oh.
God.
Go ahead.
Like this is a divine nation.
Right. Go ahead.
Tell me what God, Keckerwood? What God? Under what God? It ain't under the God of justice. It's not under the God of freedom. It's certainly not under the God of equality, because we are under the flag of the nation that you say is under this God. And we have not enjoyed freedom, justice, or equality one day that we've been here.
Go ahead.
Not
Talk
one.
black to me.
Not one.
Now, what God is your nation under?
Teach.
And why are you, black man, black woman, in the name of Jesus, going to church, praising this damn God?
Ooh, come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Indivisible, with liberty, red background, and justice, the stars, symbol of justice, with liberty and justice for all. Now we know in America that neither liberty nor justice is for all.
That's right.
Liberty and justice are not even for all white people. Liberty and justice are not even for all white people. But the white people who are at the shortest end of the stick of liberty and justice get more liberty and get more justice than the black man in the hills of North America.
Right.
Are you listening to me? Liberty and justice are not for all the crackers that you see in this picture. These ain't no rich white crackers. This is poor white trash. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Liberty and justice are not even for all of them. They didn't come to this lynching in no luxury cars. They didn't leave no damn mansions to come to this lynching. The highest, the wealthiest, and the wisest of white people don't form lynch mobs to hang niggas. That's po-ignorant crackers. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So liberty and justice are not even for all of them. Certainly not for us.
Yes, sir.
All right. What has been for us since liberty and justice have not? Slavery, suffering, and death.
Yes, sir.
And we were beaten and killed
Same.
by the same ones who advocated this God,
Come on.
the Christian God. Talk black to me.
Come on, brother minister.
But why were they able to do this?
Yes, sir.
Now we got to go to the Muslim flag,
Let's go.
but not ours. The old world of Islam's flag,
Go ahead.
where the moon was in this corner.
Come on. Fourth quarter.
I didn't say the moon was in this half.
Yes, sir.
I said the moon was in this quarter.
Go ahead.
Teach.
Now, this is a world that stresses sport and play. Right or wrong?
Come on.
Go ahead.
But the Holy Quran says that in everything,
Yes, sir.
in creation, there are signs for a people who reflect.
Go ahead.
That means for a people who look and say, something to think about.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me give you a something to think about. This world stresses sport and play, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got basketball games. Don't they have periods to play?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
They have a game that does two things.
Yes, sir.
It begins
Yes, sir.
and then it what? Ends.
Go ahead.
It has a specific time of beginning, meaning every game has a birth record.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Every game has a life span.
Come on.
And then at the end of its lifespan, every game has an ending. It has a beginning and an ending.
Yes, sir.
But every game is separated. You don't just start playing and keep playing until the end. They separate, right or wrong.
Come on.
They separate periods of playing the game.
That's right.
And they appoint a time for each period.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Keep going.
So in a basketball game, it's separated into what? Quarters.
Yes, sir.
In a football game, it's separated into what? Quarters.
Yes, sir.
How many quarters?
Quarter.
If it was anything less or more than 4, it wouldn't be quarters.
Go ahead.
If it was 8, it wouldn't be quarters. You can't have 8 quarters
You have a quarter.
because that's 2 games.
That's right.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
So you have the first quarter,
Yes, sir.
second quarter,
Yes, sir.
third quarter,
Yes, sir.
fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
The fourth quarter is the most intense
Mm.
of all the quarters of the game because that fourth quarter is going to decide the winner and the loser of the game.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead. That's right.
So when you come to the fourth quarter and you down by 20 points, that's a problem.
Yes, sir.
You don't have 3 quarters to go.
Big problem.
You done messed 3 quarters up. You all right?
Yes, sir.
In the old world Islamic flag, the moon is in the last quarter, the fourth quarter,
Yes, sir.
meaning the moon symbolizes the end of a period of time.
Go ahead, Mo.
The moon symbolizes that the first, second,
Yes, sir.
halftime, and then third quarter
Go ahead.
are all over.
All done.
And this is the last quarter, the last slice of the pie.
Go ahead.
Your and my slavery, suffering, and death has taken place in the last period of an old world of Islam. The old world of Islam was ruled by white Muslims.
That's right. Teach.
So, in an Islam ruled by white Muslims, we, as the result of a conspiracy of Muslims and Christians, fell into bondage
Yes, sir.
under Christians.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Muslims conspired. Not all,
Teach.
but Muslims conspired. Muslims engaged in slave raids,
Go ahead.
No.
Yes, sir.
capturing black Africans, quote unquote, and selling them to white European Christians.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. Teach.
Come on.
Keep going.
Africans like us,
Yes, sir.
who had what you call traditional African religions, like some of us did,
The ancestors.
captured us and sold us to white Christians.
Yes, sir.
Everybody got a piece of this pie.
Go ahead, brother man.
Christians had a hand in our
Go
enslavement.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Jews had a hand in our enslavement.
Go ahead.
Muslims had a hand in our enslavement.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Traditional African religions, so-called African spirituality,
Oh.
had a hand in our
Go
enslavement.
ahead.
Everybody took part in it.
Come on.
Go ahead. Come on.
Nobody's hands are clean.
That's right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
For 6,000 years, that's where the white stripes come in. For 6,000 years, the white, symbolizing white people, the white man has had authority from God to
Go
rule
ahead.
his people.
Yes, sir.
Teach.
Whose people? God's people.
God.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
And your Bible teaches this, but only metaphorically.
Woo.
Come on.
Teach.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Your Bible teaches you of an Adam. Adam.
Right.
Coming into existence, into creation 6,000 years ago. You say, no, the Bible doesn't say 6,000 years ago. Well, yes, it does.
Right.
You just don't know it.
Come on.
It's okay. But Bishop Usher developed a chronology. Some people think I'm talking about Usher. What's his last name?
Oh, Usher Raymond.
Some people think Usher Raymond done joined the Catholic Church, and he a bishop now.
Oh, God.
No, Usher didn't join the Catholic Church. I'm talking about the cracker Usher got his name from.
Go ahead.
Come on.
There was a learned devil cracker who was a bishop of the Catholic Church, who through his scholarship and study of the Bible came up with a chronology of what the Bible teaches. And he says that the creation of Adam was 4004 BC. That means 6,000 years ago. Y'all all right?
Real name James.
James Usher, Bishop James Usher.
Usher.
All right, thank you.
Born in Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That means he was one of them Northern Irelanders.
Come on.
He was
brother
one of them British loyalist Irish.
Oh, yeah.
A punk pecker.
Come on.
A sellout
Go ahead.
against the Southern Irish.
Come on, brother minister.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Teach.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. But maybe he wasn't, because if he was a bishop, find out what church he was a part of. Because if he was Catholic,
The Church of Ireland.
the Church of Ireland, yeah, he sound like a British loyalist. Because
He was a church.
Northern,
Yeah, he was a
Northern
church.
Ireland, Southern Ireland, the Northern Irish were Protestants, and the Southern Irish Catholics. So you had the Church of England that was oppressing the Irish people based on being Protestant. Another subject for another Sunday. But I'm very familiar with all of that over there
Go ahead.
because I'm a Muslim,
Come on,
Come
brother.
on. Come on.
which means I know a lot of stuff
Go ahead.
Come on.
Gee,
because I take time to learn a lot of stuff.
that's right.
I'm very familiar with the struggle of the Irish to break free from the British. I read books about it.
Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't I? I'm a Muslim.
Right.
Duh.
Man, come on, bro. Teach, man.
World history is my
man.
thing.
Teach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Come on.
So we 6,000 years, right? The white man teaches you of an Adam that was 6,000 years ago.
Come on, brother.
Now, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the Adam in the Bible symbolizes the white race. The white race
Come on.
came into existence only 6,000 years ago.
Go
Come
ahead.
on.
If you go back past 6,000 years, there's not one,
Come on.
not even a half of a one,
Go ahead.
ain't even a piece of a crack. There's not a single blonde hair.
Look, not even a crumb.
There's not a single blue eye.
Man.
Talk black to me.
Come on, brother. Man.
There's not one flat behind nowhere on earth.
Sound like the third quarter. 1-4.
Not one. You don't get your first white man or woman
Come on.
until 6,000 years ago.
Mm,
Are you listening to me?
yes, sir.
All right. This is what is meant in your Bible, or what your Bible leads to when it says that on the sixth day, God created man.
Uh-oh.
Y'all all right?
Uh-oh.
Sir.
Come on.
Okay.
Here we come on.
It's all on that number 6.
Come on.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
That 6 days of creation that lead to a man
Yes, sir.
called Adam
Come on.
is symbolic. It means the 600 years that it took to graft the white man from the black man. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
Each of those 6 days is symbolic of a 100-year period,
Right.
giving you 600 years that it took to selectively breed white people from black people.
Teach.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Then you go into Exodus. But before you go into Exodus, let's stay in Genesis for a little longer. Let's back up
Come on. Come on.
to Genesis. In Genesis, this new man, it's a new man, right?
Come on.
In Genesis, this new man that never was before
Uh-oh.
is told, be fruitful,
Ooh. 29 extra.
multiply, replenish the earth.
Go ahead.
It doesn't say plenish the earth
Go ahead.
because the earth is already plenished when he got here.
Teach.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
But he's told to replenish
Come on.
the earth.
Come on.
What you mean replenish? Repopulate.
Go ahead.
Replenish means replace,
Go ahead.
repopulate, take over,
Replant.
claim set.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Replenish the earth and do what? Subdue it.
Come on.
Bring the earth under your control.
Come on.
Come on.
Teach.
That's not one single man being told this.
Right.
That's the white race
Race.
being told. Be fruitful, multiply, become more crackers than you are right now.
Come on.
Replenish the earth. Spread your people all over the earth. Take the original population of people and replace them as best you can with yourself.
Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that what they did
Come on.
in Palestine?
Come on.
Jews left Eastern Europe
Come on.
and went to Palestine, and there were so and so many million Palestinians there. And they came in small numbers, and then larger numbers, and then larger numbers. They were fruitful, were they not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These Eastern European Jews were fruitful. They multiplied, and they repopulated Palestine,
Yes, sir.
and they subdued it,
Go ahead.
didn't they?
Yes, sir.
Drove the Palestinians out and took it over and became a so-called state called Israel. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is what the white man did in many places throughout the earth.
Come on. Teach.
Didn't the white man subdue the earth?
Go ahead.
Teach.
Who ruled Africa before the white man?
Teach.
The African.
Yes, sir.
Who ruled Asia before the white man? The Asian.
Come on.
Who ruled North America, South America, and Australia, even Europe? Who ruled it all before the white man,
Come on.
the original man?
Black man.
But the white man was fruitful, he multiplied,
Yes, sir.
he repopulated.
Yes, sir.
You go all over the earth, everybody look like him.
Come on. Go ahead.
We out.
Indians are light, bright, and damn near white. Chinese,
Come on.
light, bright, damn near white.
Teach.
Japanese, light, bright, damn near white.
Go ahead.
Koreans, light, bright, damn near white.
Come on.
You go to some populations, and the job was just too tough.
Go
So
ahead.
you go to India, and many Indians are light, bright, damn near white. but the job was too tough.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
You gonna mess around and find you a bunch of deep, dark
Come
tribes
on.
and black Indians.
Go ahead.
He wasn't able to totally repopulate. Talk black to me.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
You go to Iran, which was a black country called Elam.
Are y'all listening?
And now the Iranians are light, bright,
Come on.
near, and even actually.
Teach. Go ahead, man.
Talk back to me.
Yes, sir.
You go to Iraq, and Iraq was a black nation. It was called Sumer. But now the Iraqis are light, bright, damn near white, all over the Middle East. You go to Saudi Arabia, they're light, they're bright, they're damn near white.
Come on.
But it was a black nation.
Right.
The original Arab black. Everywhere you go, Martin Bernal, Black Athena is the name of the book.
Yes, sir.
Martin Bernal, the name of the devil who wrote it. He said every population on the earth, if you go wherever people are, whatever the population is, if it's not black, there is a substratum, meaning if you dig deep enough and find the original population of that area of the world, you'll find out it was black people.
That's right. Go ahead.
The original Chinese, black.
Come on.
The original Japanese, black.
Come on.
The original Iraqis, Afghans, Irans, you name it,
Right.
black.
Right.
And archaeology bears witness to what I'm saying. It's not that Muslim stuff.
Go ahead, man.
Even the white man will admit this.
Yes, sir.
Everybody on this planet, no matter where you went, was black until 6,000 plus years ago. You didn't get a brown race until 6,400 years ago.
Go ahead.
You didn't get a yellow race until 6,200 years ago.
Go ahead.
You didn't get a white race until 6,000 years ago.
That's-
And you got a red race in between,
Come on.
mixing the other races.
Right.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
There was no such thing as racism because there was no such thing as race is.
Teach.
Right.
What racism? There were no races. There was just one nation
Right.
under God,
Come on.
indivisible,
So they get it.
with liberty and justice for all.
That's right. Come on.
Literally.
Yes, sir.
16,000 years ago, Indians started tripping in India.
Go ahead.
They got that justice.
Come on.
They were
For all
free
to go.
to get up and get the hell on.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
That's right.
We ain't gonna stop you from doing what you're doing.
Go ahead.
Sound like what I did with some people, right?
You just ain't gonna do
I
it.
ain't gonna stop you from doing what you're doing,
Not up in
but
here.
we ain't gonna be associated.
Come on, brother minister.
Talk black to me.
And join to me.
Yeah. So we told the Indians,
Right. See you, Lord.
and the Indians walked across the Bering Strait and populated the Western Hemisphere.
Talk to him. Yes, sir. Teach.
We exiled them.
Teach.
We didn't kill them.
Teach.
There was no genocide.
Teach.
We just was like, listen, we ain't on that here.
Yes, sir.
Take that trash somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Liberty and justice for all. Liberty. You're free to live the life that you live. You want to break the laws of Islam? No problem. Take that lawlessness somewhere else, though. You're not going to do it here.
Go ahead. Man, that's Islam. Go ahead.
That's Islam.
Yes, sir.
For now.
Go ahead.
White folks broke that. At the end of the white man's time, we killing everything and every damn body that ain't right. Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
All right. We were just one nation.
Right.
think in that lesson, what do you think it means when it says who is the original man?
Right.
That means who is the original population
Right.
of man. Meaning, what did humanity look like before it started looking like what it now looks like?
Right.
Humanity now looks like a mosaic of colors. You got a whole bunch of people that are part of humanity looking a whole bunch of ways. Right or wrong?
Go ahead.
Right.
Some of humanity got that long, silky, straight hair that niggas call good hair. Some of humanity got that stringy, blonde, lice-ridden hair.
Come on.
Some of humanity got that black power fisted nappy hair.
Come on. Come on.
Humanity looks different.
Right.
Some of humanity is very, very dark. Some of humanity is very, very light.
Yes, sir.
And you got all shades and colors in between.
Right.
Right or wrong?
That's right.
But who is the original man literally means, you will not prove me a liar. It literally means, what did humanity originally look like?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We were one nation
Mhm.
under God.
Mhm.
There was no devil.
Come on.
The devil didn't even exist.
Come on. Come on.
How do you know?
Yes, sir.
Because a devil is a grafted man,
Right.
which is made weak and wicked.
Yes, sir. Made.
Made wicked,
Come on.
made weak, grafted man.
Yes, sir.
That's what a devil is.
Right.
A devil is not a spirit that's under the ground,
Right.
that wears a red bodysuit with red stockings, red high heel shoes, got a red tail, a red hat with some red horns, and a red pitchfork, sticking black niggas for not obeying white crackers
Come on.
in damn hell.
Come on.
That's not how it goes.
Go ahead.
The devil is a human being.
Right.
There was a time when there was no devil because the particular human being that is the devil didn't exist.
Right.
There was no Satan. There was no Beelzebub. There was no Lucifer. There was none of that till the white man.
Come on.
And when the white man came into existence, all that trash came into existence because all that trash is the goddamn white man.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So white folks get here. Who is the original man?
Right.
The Asiatic black man.
Come on.
Come on.
Now, black tells you what he looked like.
Go ahead.
Asiatic tells you where he is.
Come on. Come on.
Now, to an Afrocentric, a Kemetic, a Hebrew, a Christian, everything but an Elijah Muhammad Muslim,
Right.
Asiatic means the continent that the white man, you're supposed to be so black conscious, but when you think Asiatic, you think what the white man told you to think
Go ahead.
is Asiatic.
Very book.
Now, how many people actually caught what I just said
None.
and actually realize how serious what I just said is?
Go ahead.
You're supposed to be black conscious, but your concept
See.
of Asiatic
Go ahead.
is what the white man
Come
brother minister.
Come on.
As if there's nobody else that has a whole nother definition of what Asiatic is.
Go ahead, brother minister.
Come on.
You've got a concept of what's Asiatic, who's Asiatic,
Yes, sir. That's right.
that originated with Europeans that are not Asiatic, technically.
Right.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The white man is not a non-Asiatic because the white man is European. Europe is Asia.
Yes, sir. Go.
Europe is just a part of Asia that the white man says, this is Europe.
Come
Go
on.
ahead, brother. Go ahead.
The reason that the white man is not Asiatic is because the true definition of Asiatic means planet Earth.
Go ahead. That's right.
The whole Earth is Asia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Europe, we call Europe West Asia.
Teach.
We call Africa East Asia.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
We call the whole Earth Asia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when we say Asiatic, we mean the whole planet Earth. That means Asiatic black means black man of the earth. I don't care where on earth.
Right.
No matter where this brother is, he's Asiatic because wherever he is, as long as he's earth, he's Asiatic because the whole earth is Asia.
Right.
The reason the white man is not Asiatic, even though he's on the earth, is because the white man ain't from the earth. The white man is not a natural man. He's not from outer space, but he's not natural to the earth.
It's not of the earth.
He's on the earth, but he didn't become part of the earth by a natural process.
Go ahead.
Right.
Go
He
ahead.
came into existence by selective breeding.
Man, teach. Teach. Teach.
The earth did not produce the grapefruit.
Woo.
The earth produced the lemon and the orange.
Come on.
Man took the genetics of the lemon and the genetics of the orange, put it together, and produced the grapefruit. The grapefruit is man-made. It's not God created.
Go ahead.
It's not earth produced.
Go ahead.
You have all kinds of hybrid vegetables. Some of them are not good, others are good.
Yes, sir.
So teaches the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
You have wild grains that have been domesticated and made into the grains that become the flour that we use to eat. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Talk black to me. The white man is not a natural man. The white man is not a man who is indigenous to 1 square inch of the planet Earth. You can't carve 1 square inch of this earth and tell me this is where the white man is indigenous. He's not indigenous to Europe.
Come on.
Europe was originally populated by black people.
Yes, sir.
So if he's not an indigene in Europe, he's not an indigene in Australia, he's not an indigene in Asia, Africa, North America, South America, there's no place that the white man is indigenous. Where does cracker come from? He comes from us.
Yes, sir.
How do you get a white man from us? By an unnatural process called grafting or selective breeding.
Come on.
That's why he's not Asiatic, because he's not a natural man. He's not from the earth. The earth didn't produce white folk. Our bodies come from the earth,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
but the white man's body comes from us.
Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Now, once we got him here from us, he could perpetuate himself,
Yes, sir.
sperm, ovum, and keep himself going. But we had to get him here. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Simple, basic, not trying to be exciting. Simple, basic. Okay. Asiatic black man. So humanity, the human family, all looked alike
Come on.
at one time.
Yes, sir.
We didn't all sound alike because in different geographical locations with different atmospheres, our language, our dialects were affected by that. 66 trillion years ago, it got to the point where we ended up blowing the part of the earth that's now the moon away because of that. Somebody wanted us not to just all look alike, but wanted us all to talk alike.
Go ahead.
And when he couldn't get it to happen, he tried to blow us up. And he did blow us up. But we, the tribe of Shabazz, are the lucky ones
Go ahead.
that were left on this part of the earth that wasn't blown away like that part of the earth that is called moon. The moon is part of the earth.
Yes, sir.
It used to be right here with the rest.
Chilly.
The earth used to be bigger than it is. But some nigga got to tripping and decided he was going to blow ish up.
Come on. Come on. Try it.
So he set it off. Not Queen Latifah.
Come on.
He set it off.
No.
A great explosion took place.
Come on.
This part of the earth dropped 36,000 miles from the pocket of space that it was in.
Man.
The moon was blasted. It was part of the earth. That part of the earth was blasted 12,000 miles out from the pocket of space it was in.
Come on.
They both, one blasted, one dropped. After they found new pockets, just continue
Right.
going around in their orbit.
Yes, sir.
The moon orbiting the earth orbiting the sun, both traveling through space around the sun. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
They just found new pockets to continue traveling in.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Couldn't stop nothing. You just redirected some stuff. Y'all all right?
Yes,
sir.
All praises to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
All right. Humanity looked one way,
Yes, sir.
black.
Go ahead.
Nobody's hair was kinky while other people's hair was straight. Everybody's hair looked the same. Everybody's skin looked the same. Everybody's nose, lips, you name it, looked the same. One original population of people. I'm not saying that we all wore the same shirts. I'm not saying we all wore the same pants. I'm not saying we all wore the same shoes.
Right.
I'm not saying we all wore the same styles. I'm saying that a human being, no matter where he was, had the same hair, however they styled it, doesn't matter, had the same hair,
Right.
the same skin,
Right.
the same blood,
Right.
everything.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
No difference. No races. One nation under God. And in terms of physicality,
Yes, sir.
indivisible. And in terms of rule of government, with liberty and justice for all. That's what we were. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Sound pretty boring, doesn't it?
Mm.
If it doesn't, somebody found it that way.
Right. Come on, man.
What nigga, brother minister?
Oh.
Some nigga named Jacob? But since wasn't no English then, his name was Yaqub. He found that boring.
Oh, go
And
ahead.
30% of us was bored.
Go ahead.
70% of us was like, yo, just keep this going. 70% of us was like, keep running that.
Hey, look.
Yeah, run that. 30% of us was like, man, I ain't on it.
Right.
One of the damn 30% was like, I'm finna change it.
Look, go ahead. Come on, brother, man.
That was Yaqub.
Yeah.
So one day, 20 miles outside the holy city Mecca,
Go ahead.
some sister went, and then some nigga said,
Popped out.
and you know why she was screaming so much, right? Because that big head bastard,
Right. Look, that dog, bro.
that dog had a hard time coming out that sister. So Yaqub popped out, and the sister was like, damn. Woo! And the daddy was like, yo, what the hell?
Knowledge.
So they picked up that damn head
Hey, look.
and they lifted it to see the rest of the body. I'm just like, little nigga got 6 years old playing with a couple of pieces of steel.
Come on.
One of the pieces was magnetic,
Right.
other piece wasn't.
Yes, sir.
He saw that the piece that didn't have magnetism in it was drawn under the power of the piece that did.
Go ahead.
And being a young black child, gifted,
Yes, sir.
not like an average 6-year-old today.
Go ahead.
Right.
Humanity wasn't like it is today back then.
Go ahead.
Humanity was far advanced back then compared to what we are today. We some stupid today. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When Yaqub was just 6 years old, he was able to see his future.
Wow. Go ahead.
I said future. Some of y'all niggas is like, yeah, that's my dude.
Come on.
I'm not talking about no rapper. He was able to see his future. So he started kicking it with Uncle.
Go ahead.
He was like, Uncle, when I get to be an old man, I'm going to make a people that are going to rule you. His uncle was like, yo, what you going to make except something that's mischief making and bloodshed? He told his uncle, yeah, but I know what you don't know.
Come on. Sound like a big-
Talk back to me. That conversation is in the Quran.
Go ahead.
When Allah said to the angels, surely I'm going to place a ruler in the earth. And the angel said, what wilt thou place in it, such as will
Right.
create mischief and cause the shedding of blood?
Right. Right.
You Muslims have the idea that this is some spook God talking to some spook angels about a white man.
Right.
Though the Quran said that man was created of black mud fashioned into shape. Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
All right.
Right.
No, that was a conversation between an original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub, born 20 miles outside the holy city Mecca in the year 8,400.
Come on.
You don't know nothing about no year 8,400.
Right.
You haven't been taught about no
Go
year
ahead.
8,400.
Hey.
Allah knew that we were in the year 8,400, in the year 8,400.
Go
Come
ahead.
on. Come on.
Allah knew what year we were in the Asiatic calendar when Prophet Muhammad was born.
Go ahead.
Peace be upon him. But you didn't know. And God didn't tell Muhammad, so he didn't know.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is why in the Hijri calendar, we're only in the year 1445, I believe. And then you have years that are whatever year BH, before Hijra.
Right.
Okay, what is the oldest date in the Hijri calendar? How many years before Hijra is the oldest date in the Hijri calendar? I don't know. One of you silly Sunni Muslims who think you got Islam on lock, tell me what the oldest date in the Hijri calendar is and what event it marks. Talk black to me. I bet you ain't gonna come up with much of nothing. In the Jewish calendar, we're in the year 5,000, so many hundreds and whatever.
Right.
In the Hindu calendar, we're in the year however many thousand, and it's less than 6. Everybody's calendar is less than 6. I bet you ain't got no Hijri calendar that's more than 6. You probably ain't got a Hijri calendar that's more than 2 or 3.
Right.
Talk black to me. You didn't know nothing about no Asiatic calendar.
No.
We're in the year 15,100 and something in that calendar. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
The year 15,000 would be in 1914. So we're in the year 15,100 and what, 10?
Yes, sir.
We're in the year 15,110 in the Asiatic calendar, and that year does not mean that the universe is only 15,000 years old.
Come on.
If you separate basketball games into periods, you separate football games into periods, you separate soccer games into periods, you separate everything into periods. What the hell make you think we don't separate the enormous time that the universe has existed into periods? Prior to 66 trillion years ago, we separated the time of the universe into 35,000 year periods. After the blasting away of the part of the earth that is now called moon, we started separating the time of the universe into 25,000 year periods.
Right.
Why? Because the planet Earth, which is the home of Islam, is 24,896 miles in circumference, equaling approximately 25,000 miles. So we write our history, we separate our time periods to equal 1 year to every 1 mile of the circumference cycle of the earth.
Right.
So the earth has a cycle, a circumference of 25,000 miles. So we have cycles of history that are 25,000 years. 1 year for every 1 mile.
Yes,
Are you with me?
yes, sir.
Okay. We are 15,110 years into the present 25,000 year cycle. When Yaqub was born, we were only 8,400 years into that 25,000 year cycle. Yaqub was able to see when he was only 6 what he was going to do when he became a grown man. When he became a grown man and he was on the island of P land. All right, stop. And he was on the island of Pilam, called Patmos in the Bible. He could actually see the future of the people that he was going to produce. It wasn't John the Revelator who saw what is written in Revelation.
Go ahead.
It was Yakub
Huh?
on the island of Pilan that is called Patmos in the
Come
Bible.
on, man. Teach you live.
He saw the end, the last quarter
Go ahead.
of his world.
Teach.
Right.
Come on, brother.
He saw the end.
Go ahead.
He saw the beginning when he was 6.
Go ahead. Man,
But when he got to Pilan, I don't know what year, how old he was then.
Teach,
Right.
man.
When I say then, I don't mean how old he was when he got to Pilan. I mean how old he was when he had his vision on Pilan.
Go ahead.
But however old he was on Pilan and he saw a vision of the future of the people he was going to produce for us.
Teach.
He saw it.
Yes, sir.
This people were going to rule the nation of what? Islam.
Come on.
There was the nation of Islam 6,700 years ago.
Yes, sir.
There was the nation of Islam.
Go ahead.
Well, what was the nation of Islam? What is the population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth?
Uh-oh.
The population of the original nation. 17 million with the 2 million Indians makes it 19 million. All over the planet Earth, it's 4,400,000,000.
Man.
Right?
Yes, sir.
11 to 1.
Yes, sir.
Black nation, brown race, red race, yellow race. All together, those races are members of the black nation. But the white race is not a member of the black nation.
All right.
The black, the brown, the red, and the yellow, 4,400,000,000.
Yes, sir.
What is the population of the colored people
Come on.
in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? Population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America, 103 million. All over the planet Earth, it is 400 million.
Right.
Now that's in 1930s.
Come on.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Yakub saw the beginning of this new man that metaphorically is called Adam in the scripture.
Right.
He saw the beginning of that man when he was only 6. However old he was when he got to Pilan, he saw the end of that man's rule. He saw the beginning of his rule when he was 6.
Right.
He saw the end of his rule when he was whatever. Right?
Yes.
He saw the end of that man's rule of the nation of Islam.
Go ahead.
So right towards the end of that rule,
Right.
talk back to me.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Right towards the end of that rule, a prophet was raised up
Go ahead.
Come on.
named Muhammad.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm talking when there was only 1,400 years to go.
Go ahead.
And then you got a flag of Islam that showed the moon, which is a symbol of time measurement.
Yes, sir.
You saw that moon. See, the sun is always the sun no matter what.
Go ahead.
The sun never changes.
Go ahead.
Pops up in the east, lays down in the west.
Right.
Always looks the same, no change. Well, the only thing you can measure in terms of time by the sun is how often the sun comes up and goes down. Well, when it does that so and so many times, you know the climate changes, After it does that a certain amount of times, temperature changes to this, temperature changes to that, right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
This starts growing and then it stops growing. A whole lot of different things happen. These animals appear and then they disappear. But it all takes a certain amount of the sun rising and setting, right or wrong?
That's right.
Okay, but that's not too exact of a measurement. So now we got a moon.
Come on.
Messenger said once the moon was blasted from the earth, it brought about a new way of thinking. Yeah. See, now we got something else in the sky to look at. Talk back to me. Now, this thing that's reflecting the light of the sun that's moving around the earth,
Yes, sir.
we notice now that every 28 days,
Come on.
it cycles.
Yes, sir.
Talk back to me.
Yes, sir.
Every 28 times the sun pops up and then lays down, this moon cycles 4 times.
Come on.
I didn't say circles 4 times. I said cycles
Right.
4 times.
Right.
Meaning it appears 4 different ways
Come on.
every 28 days.
Go ahead.
It appears in a sliver going this way, then it appears as a half, then it appears as a sliver going this way, and then it becomes dark.
Come on.
Talk back to me.
Come on.
And then after that, on the 29th day, why did I do this? Because I might not be exact.
Right.
On the 29th day, that sliver reappears. See, that's a cycle. It's been 28, 29 days since this particular appearance of the moon took place.
Yes, sir. See.
Then we noticed, check it out,
Yes, sir.
we noticed that the moon starts out like this, then fills up, ends like this every 28 days, 29th day starts again. Then we notice that that cycle takes place 12 times. 12 times
Yes, sir.
to form another cycle that's called year.
Go ahead.
The 4 cycles of the moon take place 12 times
Yes, sir. That's it.
and form a year.
Come on.
But you got to add another 11 days. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir. Come on.
We noticed that. So in the Islamic calendar, months, moon, months are based on the cycle of the moon. Are y'all with me?
Go ahead.
Come on.
Come on.
We're looking at our environment.
Right.
We live on this thing that we call Asia, white folks call Earth,
Yes, sir.
so niggas call it Earth. We call the whole planet Asia. White folks say, no, just this little piece right here is Asia, so niggas call that little piece Asia. Because the goddamn white man says Asia.
Prayer book.
Right.
Whatever the white man says, I say with a black consciousness. Smack.
Go ahead. Come on.
What I teach on Sunday don't come from the white man.
That's right.
What you teach to prove that what I teach is false does come from the white man. So you can miss me with your black consciousness that you got from the white cracker.
Right. That's a lecture title. Black consciousness.
Put
it in there.
Yes, sir. Man.
So I can stop wondering what the hell I'm gonna name a video when I get ready to start.
And I'm a white folk.
Okay, so we know 12 cycles of the moon give us a year.
Yes, sir. True.
Y'all all right?
Hey,
Go
yes,
ahead.
sir.
Okay. But there are 12 times that you have the last cycle.
Right.
Yaqub saw. What if you use the moon to symbolize it?
Right.
Yaqub saw the moon, meaning his world. He saw it in its final quarter, the fourth quarter, the one that decides the winner and the loser of the whole game. Talk black to me. The white man had already lived for 4,600 years,
Yes, sir.
but he only had 1,400 years to go. That's that last quarter.
Right.
So Islam gave you a flag with the sun, the moon, and the star,
Yes.
but the moon, which symbolizes equality, was in the last quarter.
Yes, sir. Go
See.
ahead.
Talk black to me. Meaning these are the last years of the white man's world.
Come on.
Come on.
You know, in any game, you play harder in the fourth quarter.
Hey,
Teach.
hey, bro.
That's right.
Come on.
Them yards is harder to get
Yes, sir. More consequential.
when you in the fourth quarter.
Yes, sir.
Then you can get them in the first quarter.
Yes, sir.
So in the last years of the white man's world, we caught the most hell, didn't we?
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, man.
Talk black to me. But now that the white man's world has expired, meaning it has lived out its 6,000 years.
Right. Right.
No more untrue blue justice.
Come on.
Now we're going to get true justice. Star in the red background. Talk black to me. We are now free.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
To seek justice.
Teach.
Equal justice.
Yes, sir.
Because the time given to the white man to deny us equal justice
Come on.
is up.
Yes, sir.
And so the moon equality is next to the star justice to symbolize it is now time for all, even if you white, it is time for all in the light of the sun to receive equal justice
Come on.
under the law of God.
Teach.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So we teach, treat everybody right, even if they're white. Take your fingers out your ears.
No. No.
Treat everybody right, even if they're white.
Right. Come on.
Why do we have to treat the white man right when he ain't never treated us right? Because how we treat the white man doesn't tell us a damn thing about the white man.
Go ahead.
How we treat the white man tells the white man and us about us.
Right.
Right. Right.
You either a Muslim or you're not.
Come on.
Come on.
Go ahead.
You don't get to treat the white man in a manner that is based on the white man being the devil.
Teach.
The white man is the devil. That don't tell us nothing but how the white man treats us and himself.
That's right.
The white man being the devil does not inform us how we treat him.
Go ahead.
He's the devil. So he treats us a certain way.
Yes, sir.
He's the devil. So he treats himself a certain way.
Go ahead.
Right.
But no matter how much devil he is, we still are Muslim.
Teach.
So we treat him the way Muslims treat all. Equal justice under the law for all in the light of the sun. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Now, while we treating this cracker right, we praying to God that we live to see the day when he genocidally murders every goddamn one of us. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
How's that right? Because the white man was not made to live on earth forever.
Come on.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Right.
Is it wrong for me to pick a grapefruit off the tree and eat it? Ain't I taking that grapefruit slice? Is it wrong for the lion to chase the zebra and kill the zebra and eat it and feed the zebra to its little cubs?
Come on,
What the
man.
hell is wrong with you? Is it wrong for the spider to spin a web, catch a fly, and eat the fly? Is it wrong for a frog to sit on a lily pad and catch the fly?
Hey, man.
Fly? What the hell is wrong with you?
Let nature take its course, man.
Let nature
Oh,
take
man.
its course.
That's all, man.
Damn.
Right.
Is it wrong for your crumb snatchers to snatch those crumbs?
Right.
Jeez.
Is it wrong for you to be like that?
Uh-oh, man.
Is it wrong for you to chase the cat? Is it anything but the dog in you? Let nature take its course.
Right.
The white race was not made to live forever. That was never even the purpose, but
Go
it
ahead.
brought into existence.
Get used to
You can't have something in nature that is not of nature
Right.
forever.
Right. Come on.
The black man is a natural man.
it. Come on.
We have no beginning and we have no ending. The white man is an unnatural man,
Yes.
meaning nature didn't produce him, so that means he has a specific beginning.
Right.
And since he's not produced by nature, he's not natural. He can't exist in nature forever, so he has a specific ending.
Jeez.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
So he got to go.
Time.
It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, we got to treat that cracker right. Because we Muslims, we don't care what he is.
Yes, sir.
We treat him based on what we are.
Go ahead.
Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All right. So in our flag, the moon is in the first quarter. That means there's 3 more quarters to go.
Go ahead.
That means it's the beginning of a whole new cycle.
Right.
When you see the moon in the first quarter, that means it's the beginning of a lunar cycle.
Right.
That lunar cycle is a symbol of a new world, a new Islam, a new civilization. Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
A new way of thinking, and new thoughts produce new ways.
Come on.
Come on now.
Come on.
We're at the end of the white man's world and at the beginning of our time again.
Go ahead.
This is the beginning of our time to be restored
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
to power,
Come on.
black power.
Come on.
We've been living under white power for 6,000 years, but it was only given that period of time. And at the end of the time of white power, black power is to be returned,
Right.
restored.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
That's why Jesus said in the Bible, as it was in the beginning. As it was in what beginning?
Go ahead.
See, in the beginning, there was nothing but black people.
Come on.
In the beginning, the black man ruled the whole earth.
Go ahead.
Jesus said, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
Come on.
And that's why in the book of Revelations, you see all the thrones cast down and an ancient one sitting.
Come on.
Hey.
And this ancient one had hair like lamb's wool.
Come on.
That's an African.
Yes, sir.
Feet like brass burned in an oven.
Come on.
That's a black African. That's a black nigga with kinky hair.
Come on.
Talk black to me. That's black power being restored.
Yes, sir.
Come on. All right. But presently,
Yes, sir.
We are a people who have been translated from black people into white people.
Right. Come on.
Who translated us out of black people?
Good question.
The white man.
Yes, sir.
Who translated us into white? The white man.
Yes, sir.
The white man takes a black Muslim African and makes a black Negro Christian. He leaves you with a black body, but he gives you a white head. Talk black to me. That's why if you McFadden, you start hanging around with a white head. Talking about ain't no stopping us now.
Oh.
Cut it out. Look like ain't no starting you now.
Hey, look.
If you following Elijah, yeah, ain't no stopping us now.
Hey.
But ain't no starting you now. Because you's a McFadden with a white head. We've been translated out of black
Yes, sir.
into white.
Yes, sir.
If you're black, your God is Allah.
Hey.
If you're black, your religion is Islam. Why? Because your religion is the natural religion of man.
Right.
Your religion is Islam by nature. That's your nature. Islam is not even really a religion. It's the nature of the black man.
Come on.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
A black man is not supposed to need a Quran to be a black man.
Go ahead.
That's it.
A black man by nature is the Quran. Y'all ain't listening to me.
Come on. Teach.
Why you gotta tell a black man not to worship more than one God?
Go ahead.
We don't worship more than one God by nature.
Come on. Come on.
Why you gotta tell a black man not to fornicate?
Come on.
We don't fornicate by nature. Why you gotta tell a black man not to be down with OPP? We not down with OPP by nature.
Right. Just like-
But after being translated out of black into white, I can't trust you with my wife. Right or wrong?
That's right.
Because you think and act like a damn devil.
Right.
A white man. That's why you might gotta be like that. That's why you chase the cat. That's why you got that dog in you. You got it from the white man. Talk black to me. The hell I got to tell you not to eat some pig? Why I gotta tell you not to eat no pig?
Hey.
Your nature tells you not to eat no pig.
Right.
In fact, your nature tells you not to eat no meat, period.
Go ahead.
Vegans is like, now see, you coming around.
Come on.
You gonna get there. No, I ain't. Because I'm gonna tear some eggs, some cheese, some butter. I'm about to bust all that. If it's dairy, let me get that.
Come on.
No damn vegan. Vegetarian.
Right.
A vegan is a vegetarian on steroids.
Right.
That's all a vegan is. A vegan is somebody that gets to vegetarianism
Right.
and is supposed to just chill. Peace
Right.
be with you. But instead of peace being with the vegetarian starts taking it to a whole nother level.
Right.
I'm not just not going to eat any animal.
I forgot that.
I'm not going to eat any byproducts of the animal.
That crocodile story.
I ain't going to eat the cow, but I ain't going to drink the milk either. I'm not going to eat no cheese. I'm not going to eat no eggs. Not only am I not going to eat the chicken, but I ain't going to eat the egg. So I don't care which came first. I don't give a damn which came first, the chicken or the egg. I'm a vegan. I ain't eating either one. Stop it. I forgot that devil's name.
I'm Yeah.
comes up with veganism in the 1800s.
Right. You niggas don't, man, come on, man. Yeah.
Now you ain't eating no eggs.
Right. Man, y'all lame.
Some of y'all niggas making vegan bean pie.
What the name is? Oh, here it is. Donald Watson.
Donald Watson.
That's the cracker.
You's a black vegan, think you got a black is following a white pepper.
Man, come on, bro. Go ahead.
That's ridiculous.
Elementary, my dear.
Hey, look.
Donald Watson.
Donald Watson. Come on, man.
Probably following another cracker named Holmes. Talk black to me.
Go ahead, man.
You know out there in Cali, what's up, Holmes?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Can you
man.
imagine that?
That's
A damn Mexican vegan
Oh, God.
following a cracker named Watson talking about what's up, Holmes.
Come on.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Oh, God.
By nature, you ain't eat no pig. You ain't worshiping idols. You're not messing with nobody else's wife. You ain't messing with nobody's daughter or sister.
Come on.
You're righteous by nature.
Come on.
Everything this Quran teaches, you have that as part of your very nature.
Yes.
Why do you need a Quran to tell you? Because for the past 6,000 years, the earth has been ruled, and that includes Islam, has been ruled by a devil.
Come on. Come on.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Now that his time is up, it is time to restore the kingdom of Islam that he has had 6,000 years to oppose and attempt to destroy.
Yes, sir.
But he couldn't.
Come on.
Now there's a new Islam.
Go ahead.
We're beginning a new cycle in the history of Islam. And this time it will never end.
Hey.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead.
There'll be cycles of history, but they won't be 50,000 years, 25,000 years. They'll just be history. Are you listening to me?
Come on.
This civilization that we're going to bring into existence will never fall.
Hey.
For the past 76 trillion years, civilization has been rising and then falling, and then rising and then falling, and then rising and then falling. The one we about to raise ain't never falling.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
That's why the Bible calls the God who brings that into existence the everlasting Father.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no God coming with a wisdom that can fade his wisdom.
That's right. That's right.
His new civilization will last forever. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
All right. We've been translated out of black. We've been translated into white. We used to speak Arabic. We were black.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now we speak English. We white. We used to worship Allah because we were black.
Go ahead.
Now we worship a spirit and we worship Jesus because we white.
Man.
Talk black to me. We worship a formless spirit and a dead prophet.
Man. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Talk black to me
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
because we white.
Mm.
We eat the nasty, filthy pig
Yeah.
instead of what the Quran says, eat of the lawful and good things
Go ahead.
and follow not the footsteps of the devil.
Hey.
We eat the unlawful pig and the bad things. Sweet potatoes, collard
Yeah.
greens, cornbread,
Please.
black-eyed peas,
Come on.
Man. Think ahead.
About that damn slave.
kale. Vegans is like, what? Dude?
Right.
Vegans in the dojo saying, because I talk about that kale. got a kale salad in the refrigerator in the dojo.
Kale rat.
And after they train, they're gonna eat the kale salad. Eat of the lawful, meaning the things that are not forbidden, like pig.
Come on.
But not just the lawful, but of the lawful and good things.
Man.
That means by nature, you don't eat nuts.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
Talk black to me. Because by nature, you ain't nuts. But since you've been a nigga, you've been a nut. Talk black to me.
Chock full of it.
Niggas is chock full of
Chock
nuts.
full of
Hey.
Now you need 2 books. You ain't
Hey,
have
go
one
ahead.
book tell you not to eat the pig. Gotta have 2 books tell you not to eat no damn nuts. How to eat the live book 1, how to eat the live book 2.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You don't know how to eat your bread.
Go ahead.
By nature, you don't eat no fresh bread.
Man, come on.
That means by nature, you know you got to toast that thing through and through. By nature.
Oh.
But you've been translated out of black into white. So now you eating freshly baked white bread.
Enriched white bread.
White bread out the damn oven.
Go ahead, brother Minister.
White biscuits.
Go.
Fresh out the oven.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, cut the damn white biscuit. It's so fresh out the oven. You put that cold butter in the biscuit.
Go ahead.
And a minute later, it done melted and soaked all in the damn biscuit.
Butter biscuits, brother Minister.
Negroes is hungry as hell right now. I was watching that lecture until that nigga got into them butter biscuits. I had to turn him off and go eat. Talk black to me.
Oh, man.
By nature, you ain't eating no fried food.
Go ahead.
You a vegetarian by nature. You don't fry nothing. You bake-ish.
Go ahead.
You boil-ish. Talk black to me.
Come on.
But translated out of black into white mean now you taking a chicken, an animal that you by nature won't eat. You eating it. And not only are you eating it, you're frying it. Fried chicken. As if eating the chicken ain't bad enough by itself. Now you're going to put a hard-baked, hard-fried cover on it.
Yes, sir.
And your stomach is like, nigga, what the heck? Like, yo, what? But your tongue is looking at your stomach like, man, you better go ahead. So the tongue and the stomach
Look,
ain't
man.
getting along.
The good shoulder, bad shoulder, brother.
Because even though my stomach be like, nigga, what's up with this crispy crunch? My tongue be like, nigga. It is what it is. Talk black to me. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praises due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And now and then I got to get my shovel. I got to get my shovels and dig my grave. Talk black to me. That damn fried chicken be calling.
Hey, look.
Fried chicken be looking.
We know.
Fried chicken be in minarets.
Oh, man.
Calling niggas. From the 4 corners.
Come on, go ahead.
Come to fried chicken. Come to success. Y'all all right?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, man.
And from all directions, niggas be coming
Hey, look.
with hot sauce. Because we put that on everything.
Yeah.
All praises due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. By nature, you don't do these
You don't do
things.
these things.
By nature, you know what to eat.
Yes, sir.
By nature, you know what to drink. By nature. But once you've been translated out of black into white, now you drinking Grey Goose. Now you're drinking Absolute. Now you're drinking Ciroc. Now you're drinking Cristal. Now you're drinking rum and you got some Coke with it. The rum ain't no damn good and the Coke is worse.
Oh, hey.
Damn. Now you're drinking vodka. The orange juice is cool, but damn, nigga, the vodka ain't right. Talk back to me. Banana daiquiri niggas. Huh?
Frozen drink.
Strawberry pina colada niggas.
Come on.
Martini niggas.
Yeah.
Me.
Come on. Eat.
Huh? Talk black to me. Old English niggas. Mad Dog 2020 niggas.
Hardcore.
Huh?
Oh, hey.
By nature, you don't drink that garbage. But once you've been translated from a black African Muslim to a ghetto, I don't even want to say what I'm really getting ready to say, but a ratchet ghetto nigga.
Ain't catch that black.
Now you drinking all kinds of ish, popping all kinds of ish, puffing all kinds of ish. Talk black to me. Your body is worse than a septic tank
Dang.
with all them poison weeds you smoking,
Right.
poison drinks you drinking, poison meats you eating,
Uh,
poison air you breathing, poison thoughts you thinking,
Oh, hey.
because you've been translated out of black into white.
Dang.
Talk black to me.
Hey.
You take assalamu alaikum
What?
and you good. By the time you get to peace be unto you, pig, liquor, tobacco, weed,
Come on.
beans, peas. Only good bean is that navy bean.
Oh, hey.
You can eat that green pea, but them black-eyed peas, split peas, all that old, no.
Yes, sir.
Pinto beans, lima, no.
Oh, hey.
Talk black to me.
Hey.
What the hell?
Right.
Butter beans,
Black.
baby belly buster beans.
Devil don't even eat those kind of beans.
Talk black to
Come
me.
on, man. Here we are.
When you translate it out of black to white, you eat the wrong foods, you drink the wrong drinks, you think the wrong things.
I like that.
Talk black to me.
Go ahead. That's right.
You know I gotta bust some rhymes.
Go ahead. Bust the ride.
Go ahead. Come on.
You do the wrong things.
Yes, sir.
You got the wrong God. You got the wrong religion.
Woo.
You in the church. You're supposed to be in the temple.
Man.
You in Christianity. You're supposed to be in Islam.
Man.
You're supposed to be wearing a long garment. You wearing Daisy Dukes.
Go ahead.
You wearing booty shorts.
Right. Right.
See?
Hello.
See?
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
You got some crazy chick in some booty shorts calling herself Ice Spice, rapping about a nigga eating her for lunch.
Go ahead. See, brother, man.
What happened to Subway? Subway was bad enough. Now you eating her. Wait.
No, yes, sir. That's what's going on.
You shaking your big old butt talking about some nigga eating you for lunch
Man.
because you've been translated out of black into white.
Yes, sir.
The Negress got blonde hair,
Go ahead.
light skinned, blonde hair,
Come on,
crazy chick
Go ahead.
in some booty shorts talking about a nigga eating her for lunch.
Man.
By nature, you don't even eat lunch.
Go ahead.
By nature, you don't even eat breakfast.
See?
By nature, you eat one meal a day.
Come on.
until you get a certain age. Then you go to one meal every other day, and then you go to one meal every 3 days.
Come on, man.
But once you've been translated out of black
Right.
to white,
Right.
not only do you eat chicken nuggets, not only do you eat chicken sandwiches, but you eat chickses.
Oh.
Stop that, Minister L.
Oh.
Hey, teach.
Oh.
Now you know I'm in trouble for saying that, right? Meanwhile, your children are seeing this.
Go ahead.
You worried about me saying it. And I'm handling it as tactfully as a crazy nigga like me can handle. But this is what's in your children. If you were doing a good job of keeping your children from this trash,
Yes, sir.
she wouldn't be rich. She wouldn't have been on that show that I saw her on when I went to work the other day.
That's right.
And my co-worker was sitting there watching it. She would be interviewed. LeBron James was on it too. It was rappers, sports figures, whatever. She was on something.
Okay.
The nigga show.
Some nigga show.
No, that's what it's
About
called.
some nigga garbage.
The nigga show.
She's famous. She ain't broke.
Right.
I know she eating because she wasn't skinny. Now, where the money coming from?
Right.
The money is coming from the consumption of the garbage that she is putting out there.
Teach. Yes, sir.
The fame is coming from your children
Go ahead.
being into her.
Go ahead.
Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
And that's just one example. Translated out of black into white. Just like this Bible
Go ahead.
was translated out of Arabic
Yes, sir.
and Hebrew and Aramaic into English.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Bang.
You take an original population of people who spoke Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, and you translate that people
Yes, sir.
into a subject people to white people who are now speaking English. And just like when you open the Bible and you see Assalamu alaikum, but you don't know what it is,
Go ahead.
because it says peace be unto you,
Yes, sir.
you look in the mirror and you see a Muslim, but you don't know what it is because you just see nigger.
Right. Come on.
Because the white man took you from being a Muslim and made you a nigger.
Yes, sir.
So when you look in the mirror, you don't see Assalamu alaikum, black man, black woman. When you look in the mirror, you see nigger. You see peace be unto you.
Yes, sir.
You see what's good. You see what's up. You see what it do.
Yes, sir.
You see hello. How are you? How you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Buenos tardes. Buenos noches.
Right.
Sound like something I need to dip that. A buenos noche.
Ah.
Sound like something I dip in some damn salsa. I'm having chips and noches.
Oh, man.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
No chest cheese. Doritos. So that's what you see now. You don't see Assalamu alaikum anymore. You look in the mirror and you see Bible, but you don't see Quran. You look in the mirror, you see yees. You don't see Allah. Because you've been translated out of black into white.
Yes, sir.
Right.
You look in the mirror, you don't see engineer. You don't see scientist. You don't see mathematician. You see ball player, basketball, football, baseball, soccer.
Yes, sir.
Talk black to me.
Yes, sir.
You don't see when you look in the mirror, scientist. You see singer, dancer,
Yes, sir.
actor, playwright. What happened to a treatise on high mathematics? No, you writing plays, you writing scripts, but not treatises.
Right.
You ain't writing dissertation. You ain't writing theses. You writing plays. You writing scripts.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
Because you've been translated out of black into white. Just like when we come to you and we say, Assalamu alaikum,
Yes, sir.
the white man takes that and he translates that from black, Assalamu alaikum, into white, peace be unto you.
Come on.
So he gave you a white Jesus, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
He translated Jesus out of black into white, didn't he? But Jesus was a black man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
The white man give you Jesus as a white man. He translated Jesus from black to white.
Come on.
And by the time he translates Jesus from black to white, he translates Jesus from think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, but I come to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, until heaven and earth pass, not one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law. He translates that Jesus into we no longer under the law, we under grace.
Come on.
You can eat that pig because God didn't create anything unclean.
Come on. That is not what you put in.
Jesus, right, Jesus broke the curse of the law. How the hell is the law a curse? Who is the law a curse to? The law breaker.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Talk back to me. In a righteous world, who are the police a curse to? The thieves, the murderers, the crooks. But in this world, the police are thieves, crooks, and murderers. They really are a curse. They're a curse to the righteous. Talk black to me. But how in the hell is the divine law of God a curse that needs to be broken? It's only a curse that needs to be broken to the white man.
Yes, sir.
Because he is by nature an enemy and opponent to divine law. By nature, he's made to rebel against the law of God. So God's law is a curse to him.
Absolutely.
It's a blessing for us,
Yes, sir.
but it's a curse to him.
Go ahead.
It's what we live by naturally,
Yes, sir.
but it's what he opposes naturally. We've been translated from black to white.
Back.
We got to be restored to black from white.
Back.
We got to leave all that hallelujah and thank you, Jesus alone. Now, if you're going to thank Jesus, you can do that and it can be cool as hell. You can thank Jesus. You can thank Jesus for the truth that Jesus taught
Right.
before it was mixed with the falsehood that the white man added to it. You can thank Jesus for that. You can thank Jesus for the prophecies that he made that lead you to Master Farad Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead.
See, every time I say all praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, even though I don't say it in words, I'm saying thank you, Jesus.
Come on.
I'm not using Muslim trick words. to make you feel like, well, since he said that, I must leave the church and be a Muslim. That's not why I said that. I said that because I meant it, and I said it because it's true. I don't give a damn whether you lead a church or not. It's still true. When I say all praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I am literally saying, without actually articulating it, thank you, Jesus.
Sir.
Because Master Farad Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, by way of Master Farad Muhammad, comes in the volume of the books. Those two men fulfill what is written in all the books.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk black to me. Everything every prophet, even Jesus, ever taught led to Master Farad Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I don't do long openings like Farrakhan used to do, saying a whole bunch of things that don't even need to be said. We thank Allah. We thank him for Abraham. We thank him for Moses. We thank him for all of the prophets. We already know that, bruh. What the hell?
Principle of Islam.
Of course we thank God for all the prophets of God. But we have a way to say that. That way is all praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Why? Because all the other prophets that we gonna thank Allah for, all of them led to the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Come on.
So when you thank God for Elijah, you thanking God for all the prophets that lead to Elijah.
Go ahead.
In the last book of your Jewish portion of your Christian Bible, you have a prophecy of the coming of who? Elijah.
Right.
Right or wrong?
You're Christian.
No more prophets, the messenger said after Elijah.
Go ahead.
Elijah comes up in the First Kings, and you see Elijah all the way through Revelations. He don't stop in Malachi. You see Elijah going all the way through Revelations. And that's why there's the cup of Elijah at every Seder, during every Passover. There's the cup of Elijah. Talk black to me, because the Jews are still waiting on Elijah. And even the Christian part of your Christian Bible, when John started baptizing and saying what he was saying, the Jews asked John, are you the Christ? Are you that prophet? Meaning the promised prophet of Deuteronomy. And then they asked him, they said, art thou Elijah?
Come on.
Jesus come. And they told Jesus the same thing they told John. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Nah, dude. Elijah must first come.
Right.
Then they say, Jesus said to them, you're right. But I say unto you, Elijah has come in the person of John the Baptist. Jesus didn't say that.
Teach, brother minister. Teach.
But the white man translated Jesus
Go ahead.
from black, meaning, you're right, Elijah must first come. That's black, because that's true. But they translated Jesus into white. He did come. John the Baptist was Elijah. No, he wasn't. John the Baptist did not make a crooked way straight.
Go ahead, brother minister. Come on.
That's the work of Elijah. John the Baptist did not turn the hearts of any children back to their fathers or vice versa. That's the work of Elijah. John the Baptist did not come just before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. That's the timing of the coming of Elijah. Elijah comes in the period of time that is called the great and dreadful day of the Lord. That wasn't 2,000 years ago. Anytime you see an Islamic Republic launch 300 drones and missiles, y'all ain't listening, and you see a superpower like America deploy military assets, and you see the United Kingdom, you see France, you see Jordan with their sellout sucker self, and you see Israel, all of them scramble their fighter planes. You see the most sophisticated air defense, missile defense that has ever existed in the past 6,000 years.
Didn't read that article.
And then
just read that article.
80+% of the weapon that was fired is shot down.
Come on.
That's a great day.
Yes, sir.
Right or wrong? In the past 6,000 years, man and mankind have not seen anything like that.
Go ahead, man.
You see images of Jerusalem, and you see
Right. Go ahead.
you see an aerial display,
Oh, wow.
sirens going off.
Go ahead. Right.
And you see one thing going up and another thing going up and
Go
hit,
ahead.
boom.
Right.
That's a great day. And it's a dreadful day. You got people being told, do not go to bed and go to sleep tonight until this is over, because it's a dread-filled day. You might not wake up. You better pay attention. We need to be able to give you updates on what's up there that
Go
might
ahead.
come down your way.
Right.
Don't go to sleep. Stay up and pay attention to us so that we can tell you
Go
whether
ahead.
you need to
Right.
take cover or not.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's a great and dreadful day. You have some of the most dreadfully destructive weapons. Thousands of weapons with nuclear warheads. Nuclear arsenals in the thousands. And they're all trained by one combatant on the territory of another combatant. And they are saying, if this war expands, it's going to bring about the end of the world. It means nuclear
Right.
annihilation, mutually assured destruction. Is anybody paying attention? Or I've been teaching too long?
No, sir. Keep on.
Talk back to me. Mutually assured destruction. MAD. MAD. Mutually assured destruction. MAD. This is a dreadful day.
Yes, sir.
And this is why the Secretary of State can't sit still for 5 minutes. 1 minute that cracker's in UAE, next minute that cracker's in Egypt, next minute that cracker's in Tel Aviv, next minute that cracker's somewhere else. I mean, he can't sit still. Anthony Blinken cannot order nothing from DoorDash. Because by the time they bring it, he gone.
Right.
If he ordered DoorDash in Egypt, by the time they get it there, he in Tel Aviv. He can't sit still.
Right.
That man order a 20-piece wing, and by the time he get to the third wing, he gone. Talk black to me. It's a dreadful day.
Right.
He does that. He bounces around like that because there is such a dread among the powers of the earth. There is a dread of this conflict spiraling out of control because they know if it just gets to the next spiral, that's it. The silos become active. The missiles are fired. The radioactive plumes begin to rise. It's over for everybody. They know this. They know that the destruction is mutually assured. There won't be a Russia. Because the NATO weapons are going to end Russia. There won't be any NATO nations because the Russian weapons are going to end all the NATO nations. Are you listening to me? There won't be hardly nothing and nobody left but us. And there will only be us left if we make the right decision, which is to get out of the way now.
Yes, sir.
You can pray later,
Go ahead.
but get out of the way now.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
All right.
Talk black to me.
Come on.
You got to choose sides with Allah. Jesus, hell. Jesus already chose sides with Allah.
Say that.
Jesus was sent by Allah.
Go ahead.
Jesus worshiped Allah.
Go ahead.
Jesus is straight. You the one got issues. Talk black to me.
Come on.
You got to choose sides with Allah
Go ahead.
and the people of Islam, because the people of Islam are the darker people. They're your people. The people of Christianity are white people. You got to choose sides with Islam, your own people. Accept your own.
Right.
Be yourself. Stop being a translated black nigga into white crackers. Stop it.
Come on.
Accept your own. Be yourself.
Right.
Accept Islam. Live.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Or you can continue to reject Islam and die.
Yes, sir.
That's the way we did it, man. Leave it right down there.
Now, this will become a 4-hour lecture because I have way more to say.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to stop it from being a 4-hour lecture and end it right now today. Translated out of black to white. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.